I think that the concept that stuck with me, or like best stuck with me from the digital gaming um, topic that we covered in class on Wednesday was probably that the Industrial Revolution is like what kicked it off. Um, or just kicked off like the trend of like having leisure time as like a working person. Um, and how that like led to gaming and like where we are now with games. And I really found that concept kind of like particularly interesting. Um, just because like before the industrial revolution, everybody worked for a living, and so nobody really had time to do anything but like go to work, come back home, eat, sleep, go back to work, and then go to like church on Sunday. And so like and also about the industrial revolution, it's really interesting because you kind of like look at it and it was the catalyst for like all of the topics that we've been covering with the IDDs. But what I found particularly interesting about it, with like gaming, was that it all kind of started off with like playing cards and like carnival games. And so in comparison to like the other topics like film, TV, and movies, gaming has, I think, changed the most since its like conception, with like the start of the Industrial Revolution. And all the disruptions to gaming, have kind of pushed the industry so much further than the other ones, like comparatively. Like the concept, like early film was like it was just like black and white and there was no sound, and now it's just like color and there is sound, which is pretty interesting. And the moment of shift or friction from class was when we talked about, like we got split into groups and we talked about all the different like genres and like types of games, and like things that like come with like the current state of modern gaming. Um, this moment really helped kind of hammer home how much gaming has changed since its conception, with like old games from like the early like 20th century being like as simple as playing cards and like the whack hammer game, and then now we've got like complete genres like as like which is so interesting because it's like a very similar thing to like the movie industry and the TV show industry, and for it to have started in such a different place is just so interesting. Um, and then the personal connection to this topic for me would be that I myself play a lot of video games like on Xbox, and the level of detail that you see go into some of these projects is just really truly like remarkable. And it's kind of hard to imagine how we got to where we are with gaming when you look at where it started. So yeah.